Hello, this is Brett Etheridge from Dominate the GMAT here with your GMAT tip of the week. The tip for this week has to do with time management and specifically how to make your GMAT experience more efficient. Here's what I mean by that. You may have heard me say that the GMAT is really an exercise in pattern recognition. Your goal as you prepare for the GMAT is to work tons of problems, to work problems of every single type in every single category so that on test day, you will have already seen all of the problem types that you're going to actually see on your computer screen. Obviously slight variations, but you will have been there, done that. Pattern recognition. So how do you get better at that? If you're like a lot of my students, one of the things I commonly hear is, Brett, I struggle with when I see a question, how do I even begin? Where do I even move forward? How do I get started? And sometimes it's easy, but sometimes it's a little bit trickier, maybe especially on word problems, for example. My tip is to take a book like this. So I don't know exactly what study materials you're using. I think this is the gold standard. It's kind of the definitive compendium of real former GMAT questions, the GMAT Review official guide. And it has hundreds of questions on all of the category types: problem solving, data sufficiency, sentence corrections, and so forth. And I would just practice. Literally, don't worry about working problems, but open up to a section. So maybe you go to the problem solving section and literally just get in the habit of looking at a problem and identifying the type. You look at a problem and say, okay, that is a geometry problem, specifically a circles question. Okay, this one, I'm going to make up numbers for the variables. Flip a few more pages. Okay, this one, it's a distance, rate, time problem. And you want to get in the habit of identifying that quickly. Maybe you go to the sentence corrections section, and rather than actually trying to solve it again, you just read the sentence and then say, okay, this one is testing pronouns. This is a subject-verb agreement sentence. And obviously sometimes sentences have more than one error in them, but you get the idea. And I think if you literally allot maybe 10 minutes a day to doing that, literally just flipping through problems and identifying the pattern, the question type, it will make it that much easier for you on test day then, as you have questions popping up on your screen in really no random order, no rhyme or reason, just completely random. You go from geometry to algebra to arithmetic to word problems to data sufficiency. You need to be quick at that. And I think doing something like I just explained in whatever book that you're using for practice problems will help. So with that, for more tips like this, check out my blog at dominatethegmat.com, and I'll see you next week for next week's GMAT Tip of the Week.